How do? Welcome back to Edgar TV, another Pro Tour roundup. First of all, thank you for the comments, guys. I do appreciate the fact you're enjoying this show and you're enjoying these roundups. Some people saying they can't follow it, some people saying they just like a bit of meat added to the bones, and you get a good roundup of a whole day's action in approximately about 13 to 15 minutes with all the key stories that you need to know. If you're enjoying those, do hit that subscribe. I do appreciate all of you. However, let's get on with the action. Let's not waste no time. First round is complete, so we might as well round it up and see where all the key stories are. Callum Ridds had a good day, but he didn't back it up today going out first round, as did Dimitri van den Berg. Again, early round, can't get used to the Pro Tour, can he? Big loss here for Jamie Hughes, 6-0. That's a bad result, 6-0, but also a bad result in regards to his hopes, because Jamie Hughes is in trouble in regards to keeping hold of his tour card. So that is quite a hammer. He needs to make the World Championships. The PDPA route looks the best for him at the minute because he's a long way off the World Championship cut-off. Luke Woodhouse looking vulnerable now. He's gone out in the first round. He's the player at the moment in that last space for the World Grand Prix. Nathan Aspinall's first sort of big performance there since coming back from his injury, 101. Good to see there from him. Mervyn King still in there swinging. Again, most likely to be the PDPA qualifier for him. Steve Beaton will be leaving the Pro Tour at the end of the year. I'm sure a lot of people would like to see Steve Beaton lead the Pro Tour at the Ali Pali. He will be playing in the World Seniors Championship, so we will see him on TV at the start of next year. But like everyone, I want to see him at Ali Pali, and he needs a few runs or a few results, so hopefully that is coming today. Cameron Menzies going out first round. There's a surprise. One of the most informed players at the moment, and one of my picks for players to watch. Keep an eye on that. Christian Kist couldn't back up his great day yesterday, goes out to Stephen Burton, just an 80, so he'll be disappointed not to have been able to back that up. Aaron Monk does complete the game today, going down 6-4 to Rob Cross. I have been told he withdrew through illness, was the reason that he's withdrawn for the last couple of events. Jamie Atkins run to the last 16 yesterday. Challenge Tour top-up, wasn't able to get any further. Same for Jimmy Van Ski, but this is an upset here. Stephen Bunting is a man who's been in good form as of late. No result for him. Kim Hybrex, Jose de Souza, two of the biggest ranked players at the moment who are not going to feature in the World Championships, and it looks to be the case. Jose's game's completely gone. 73, struggling to get a win anywhere. We could see a rapid decline for Jose de Souza, where he potentially even goes out the top 64 by the end of next year. I said I expect him to be out the 32. He was. Now I'm going to go even further and say I think he loses his card next year. He's so far off of getting results. This is a bad result. Some of the results he's played well and just not got games. This one's a bad result. Connor Scott, yesterday's runner-up, 6-3 defeat for him to Simon Whitlock, who again is a player who could find himself in a bit of trouble, could lose his tour card. It is a genuine possibility, but I mentioned it yesterday, ridiculous. Ricardo Pietreczko, why is he there? He walked off stage crying a couple of days ago with a wrist pain, and I don't mean, I'm not trying to say it derogatory, he was literally in tears, like walking off the stage. I don't understand why he's there. It is absolutely silly. A lot of people had communications with me yesterday. I thank you for that in regards to pointing me in the direction of Ricardo Pietreczko's social media. Now, I always say this. I can't pick out every single story. I can guide you the direction and give you some bits, but the comment section is if you spotted something. Have I missed something? Just put it down in the comment section below. We'll all be in this together. Ricardo Pietreczko, you pointed me in the direction, rightly, that he said he's not in the Players' Championship finals and he wants to be. I think that's a ridiculous statement. When you look at the big events that are coming up, he can miss the Players' Championship finals. It's fine. He's got the World Championships. He's got the Grand Prix. He's got big events at the back end of the year that he doesn't need to be chasing this. And I think it's silly to be here chasing the Players' Championships. He could do longer damage. He could do more severe damage. And I don't see any benefit in coming over, losing first round both times, averaging 68 on this occasion. Not only could that be physically damaging, but it could be mentally damaging. I think he's took some bad advice to be here. second round is all about the star performers. Luke Humphries back in the star performers circle. It's took him a little bit of time. Nyman once again in it. Anderson once again in it. But the big one for me is Mike de Decker. Mike de Decker is going to be Belgium's number 2 by the looks of it moving forward. Kim Huybrechts currently occupying that position, partnering Dimitri van den Berg for many years as the World Cup team. However, Kim Huybrechts currently defending a lot of money at the back end of the year. £35,000 at the World Championships, the World Grand Prix, the Players' Championship finals, and of which he's in none of those events as it stands, which means he's going to be defending a lot of money that he can't keep. So Mike de Decker is going to open a gap as Belgium's number 2, and we may see a change in there in the World Cup teams. Round number 3. Nathan Aspinall, good run for him, getting to the board final, giving Luke Humphries a scare as well, going down 6 legs to 4 is a good result. Joe Cullen's been having a terrible time in regards to picking up wins, so a couple of wins here, good for him. Mervyn King into the last 16. He needs a big push in order to try and keep hold of his tour card. Ian White is currently comfortably now inside the World Championship positions. He's got a little bit of leeway in there, so maybe Ian White's going to be comfortable as well in regards to keeping hold of his tour card at the back end of this year. Good run from Shane McGurk, reaching the board final, a Pro Challenge Tour top-up player. Doesn't get too many call-ups at the minute, but a good talent. He is going to be playing at Lakeside later on this year due to the fact of winning a gold-ranked event. But where's the surprise in this round? I'll give you a quick second. Where's the shock? What do you think the shock is? Nah, it's not a shock. It's the total opposite. I'm only messing with you. Vessel Nyman again, over 100 average. If you haven't checked out that video once to watch, go do it, because I've picked you out some corkers. This is the thumbnail you need to find if you want to watch that video. Watch out, 5 players who caused big shocks at the back end of the year. Good video, and I'll be doing another one very, very similar to this. And yeah, I may look a little bit like I'm in an episode of The Simpsons right now, a little bit yellow, a bit dark in the face. There's no way for me to pitch my light in this room at the minute, but you know, that's the dangers of travelling around all the time and having different locations for which I'm filming in literally all the time. So different location again today than it was yesterday, and it'll be another location because I'm off to the Euro Tour to Switzerland to commentate on that, so it'll be another location, and then Portsmouth, and yeah, you get the idea. At least we get some content, at least we can listen to it, even if I do look like Homer. Now, a lot to dissect here when we look at the last 2 rounds that have just happened, the last 16 and the quarterfinals. So much to take a look at. First of all, Mervyn King, what a story. Reaching the quarterfinals, took out the world champion and the world number 1 Luke Humphries, who had a really bad performance, 79.05. Mervyn King moves himself closer to regaining or keeping hold of his tour card. To do that, he's going to have to be in the World Championship. He's going to have to be in the Players' Championship. He needs more wins. With just 7 Pro Tours left to go, he has £3,000 to find for the Worlds, £1,500 for the Players' Championships. If he gets in those, that'll be another £10,500. It's going to give him a genuine opportunity. Stephen Burton beating Rob Cross and Damon Heta, 2 massive victories there, and both in last leg deciders, showing real bottle there, Stephen Burton. That should guarantee him a return to the Alexandra Palace. Gary Anderson, yesterday's winner, went out to Johnny Clayton, who's resurgent in form. Vessel Nyman has finally gone down. Again, averaging 100, he is very hard to beat. But seed-wise, we've got 2 non-seeds through to the quarterfinals, of which only 1 of them made the semis. But it's good again to see a lot of sort of seeds reaching the latter stage towards the back end of the year, because darts was getting a little bit, should we say, unpredictable, which a lot of people like. So many people like unpredictability, but I think it was getting, certainly in the middle part of the season, it was getting to the point where every single week was a different winner. And some people like that, some people don't. Personally, I like to see one of the top seeds in the latter stages to give that story of sort of David versus Goliath. I like that. Like yesterday, Connor Scott, Gary Anderson. That works out really well. So Stephen Burton is sort of the Dave Chisnell, in-form Dave Chisnell, recent European Tour winner Dave Chisnell, who a lot of people think is going to finally win a major at the back end of this year. And if he doesn't this time, is it never going to happen? Because he's getting into the form of his life. And he's got another title on the board here. Big, big victory. The game with Stephen Burton was a quality game. Burton just couldn't get that breaker throw. Chisel then extending at the end. 2 good semi-finals, and the 2 finalists will move up in the rankings. So Chris Dobie moves at 1 place. Dave Chisnell moves at 1 place. Nathan Aspinall and Dimitri Vandenberg, the casualties. The real interesting thing for me, though, here is Dave Chisnell. He's picking up titles on the floor, so he's making up some of the money of which he could use to move up the rankings. Now, if we take a look at Dave Chisnell at the back end of this year, he is only defending 15% of his prize fund. So he's got a real opportunity with the form that he's in to add on top of that, which means, here's the real big part, now he's world number 5, he's only 1 place away from the top 4, which means we could, and in my opinion, we are likely to see Dave Chisnell back in the Premier League next year. So this isn't just about finding those players who are looking for tour cards, World Championship spots, Grand Prix slots, everything else that goes with it. This is also about looking a bit further and saying, do you know what? I think we're going to get Dave Chisnell back in the Premier League. There's my other prediction for the rest of the year. Now, there is another event still to go. That is in Switzerland this weekend, the European Championships. It is a Euro Tour event, big in terms of where it is in the season. It's event number 12. It's my first one on commentary, so I'm really looking forward to the opportunity. So hopefully you'll be tuning in and listen to me on the Euro Tour this weekend. So much to go through, so many opportunities. People can defend their cards this year. People can get in the Worlds, because although I'm covering the Pro Tours and giving these roundups, the Euro Tour also counts towards your Pro Tour of Merit, your 1-year rolling system. So I will obviously do something at the back end of this to give you that little bit of information. But as for now, they're what I think are the key stories. If you think different, head down to the comments section and put it there. Oh, and by the way, Chris Dobie and 9 data in the semi-final. I forgot to mention that one. They're coming so common now, aren't they? So catch you soon, guys. Some more Edgar TV.